12-inch. I'm gonna put just one more. That is crazy. On one side, as we can see, there's much more volume. This is definitely it. Oh my gosh. Hello beautiful dreamer, and welcome back to Life of a Dreamer. My name is Darian Wright. Thank y'all so much for tuning in today. If you're new here, welcome, and if you already watched my Microloc clip-in video, you already know what's about to go down. In that video, I showed y'all my newest and most favorite hair accessory, and I'm unboxing all the cute little bonus things that come in your order. You're gonna get this gorgeous brush, some extra replacement clips to fix your clip-ins, this gorgeous reversible satin bonnet, and a cute little pouch to keep it all in. Now let's get into one of the main stars of this video, and don't you love a good presentation? This gorgeous satin bag that they come in, love it. These are the 100% virgin human hair interlock lock extension clip-ins. These are the 10-inch long and 0.2 centimeter wide clip-ins, and these are the 12-inch long 0.2 centimeter wide clip-ins. My locks are very tiny in size, which is why I got this smallest diameter or width of locks available, but they come in various widths and lengths available, so check them out on the website. Each clip-in has 10 locks on it, and each bundle is going to come with 5 pieces, which is going to be 50 extra locks or a partial head bundle. I have 2 bundles, which is the Glam full head, which is going to be 10 pieces and 100 extra locks. As you can see, the locks come in this natural hair color, and my ends are dyed, so we're going to be dyeing these locks. And that's where the second star of this video comes in. Y'all know I love my dark and lovely color, so of course I was going to be using it to dye these locks the same color as my locks. If you've never used box color before, it's so simple. It's going to come with cream developer, which is what lightens the hair. You're going to get your instructions with gloves wrapped up inside, so don't throw those away. You're going to get a moisture mask to help restore the moisture after dyeing your hair, and it's also going to come with the liquid form of the hair color that you chose. So we are going to get started, and the first thing we're going to do is put on our gloves, and then we're going to pour the color into the developer bottle. Don't forget to cut that little tip of the bottle off and put your finger over it before you shake it, because the color will explode on you. Just make sure you follow the instructions and you'll be fine. So I just covered my cutting board in some plastic bags because I want this to be as mess free as possible. And I'm just going to lay out these clip-ins and paint the color on just to make it as easy as possible. The ends of my locks are dyed about 6 inches up from the end, so I'm just going to measure out about 5 inches from the ends of these clip-ins and give myself about 1 inch to work with to create that balayage natural gradient effect. After I measure how far I should go up on the clip-in, I'm just going to pour that dye on and start working it through. Now here's the mistake that I made. Before starting this process, I forgot that my ends have been dyed for years now. They're pre-lightened, the color shows up very vibrant, but these clip-ins are virgin human hair. I went in dyeing these clip-ins like I would dye my hair now. I forgot that these two needed to be pre-lightened in order for the color to show up like it does on my locks. But we're gonna fix that later. So I'm gonna totally saturate these clip-ins, I'm gonna paint that color on, and then I'm gonna flip these locks around so that the back can get totally saturated as well. Then I'm gonna go in and kind of squeeze that color through, and after I'm done with that and I know they're completely saturated, I'm gonna cover them with foil so that they can develop fully. I let these sit for a good hour, hour and a half, just so that color can penetrate the entire lock, and then I rinsed it out. Okay, so these are the clip-ins completely washed and dried, and as you may or may not be able to see, there's a little bit of color there, but it's definitely not showing up as bright as my locks. So in order to fix that, I'm gonna take this 20 volume developer and I'm just gonna pour it all over where I dyed those locks, and we're gonna let that sit after we work it through, and hopefully that's gonna pull that color out and these locks are gonna be as bright and vibrant as my natural locks. So I'm gonna use about half the bottle on this bundle of locks, and I'm just gonna really work that developer through, and it starts to work pretty fast. You can see a little bit of color coming on my gloves, and after a while you can see a lot of color coming on my gloves. So I was really happy at this point. I was hoping this would just be the fix that I needed and that I wouldn't have to dye the locks again. And I was right. This is what they look like in the sun, and I was so happy that they came out this way because it literally looked exactly like my locks. So I went ahead and put them in a braid out while they dried so that the braid out could match my braid out. I'm gonna go in with my Moroccan oil treatment mist just to give them a little bit of shine, and this stuff smells so good. Like I said in the clip-in video, if I were to do this again, I would install the clip-ins and then do a braid out on my hair with the clip-ins in so that the braid pattern could match perfectly. Because these ends are straight and my ends are curly, I wanted them to blend in a little bit more than they did, but you'll have to check out the full video to see all that. But for now, I think the color that I did on these clip ends matches pretty well. And as my hair lightens up, I will also lighten these ends up because again, it is human hair. So I'll just lighten those up as well when I need them to match even more seamlessly. Check out that video for these styles. And y'all know I came out with my Microloc guide and there is a giveaway on that video. So check out that video. Everything's gonna be linked down below. Thank y'all so much for tuning in today and stay tuned for the next one. Bye.